Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey Contino here from the Wildwood Video Archive, and it is Saturday, May 11th. Today at 5 o'clock, President Trump is expected to take center stage on the Wildwood beach. This is the first time a president has ever spoken on a beach, and this is the second time President Trump has been here in Wildwood, New Jersey. And we're going to document everything for you unbiased, just to bring you how the atmosphere is, what things are like. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. A special thank you out to my patrons on patreon.com, because then we can do videos like this. If you want to support this channel and have your name at the end of the video, all you have to do is click the links in the description below. And we're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, and we can only do that with your help, and we're less than 10,000 away. So please do make sure you subscribe. Anyway, let's get started. This video is sponsored by Lightning Auto Service. Ready to restore your car to showroom condition? Lightning Auto Service has you covered. From basic cleanings to major makeovers, our certified technicians will bring back your vehicle's luster. And for a limited time, mention Wildwood Video Archive and you'll receive a 10% discount. Jump on lightningautoservice.com to book your car service today. Now, if you don't know the logistics of this event, this is the Skinny. This is taking place in the middle of the Wildwood beaches. So in the middle, I'm referring to in the middle of Mariners Pier and Adventure Pier. For those who don't know that, those are Maurice Piers between Skellinger Avenue and Spicer Avenue. This area could fit up to 40,000, but the way they currently have it configured, it probably could do maybe 20, maybe 30. We went through how the setup is in a previous video on Thursday, so I'll link that video in the description below. Right now, we're actually on Ocean Avenue, and they are closing off all the streets, and people are now looking for parking. So let me go ahead and share with you merchandise and things that's going on before we finally head inside. For the most part, things are kind of quiet over here. There's a lot of events taking place throughout all of the Wildwoods. And so right now, it looks like they're getting ready to close off all these main streets. We saw a few tow trucks, and it looks like people are finally making their way onto the beaches. I do have to say that we were on the beaches late last night at midnight, and there were roughly about 100 to 150 people out there. I was then on the beach this morning at 7:30, and this was the view we had. It is currently 7:30 in the morning, and this is the line this very moment, which is stretching the entire length of the beach from here all the way back. It's actually just about to start queuing that way, so this is a straight line. The 88 entrance is right here. The event is on the left-hand side. We are now making our way up Lincoln Avenue, and a few things I can kind of point out to you right now. They did say no drones, but what's cool is that this is one of those kind of military drones that have a wire connected to it, so it can be up there indefinitely. It's pretty neat. I actually saw one of these at one of the conventions they had a few years back. It's kind of cool to see them in the field. That is what I'm referring to. Pretty neat. Never seen one in person. And here we go. We're now officially on the boardwalk. And there's a decent amount of folks up here. We're going to make our way south and share with you merchandise and things like that. It's a very different atmosphere up here than a normal crowd. Now, these are the fences we had talked about before. About 8 feet, maybe a little bit taller, so you can't see anything going down, even if you want to try. But it's completely blocked through. Well, let's make our way down the boardwalk. There's a decent amount of people up here, especially since the president's not expected to talk for another 5 hours. There's also a lot of events going on down here besides just this. We got a cheer competition, we got a classic car show, the Spring Fest, the 150th anniversary of the Harefield Inlet Lighthouse. So there's a lot that's going on down here just to begin with. So there's a lot that is already going on down here to begin with. There's also the grand openings of a lot of places down here, like the Honky Tonk just opened up last night, and they're packed already. So there's a lot that is going down. But I have to say, it's very nice to see the boardwalk so packed. Usually Mother's Day weekend's a decent amount of folks, but usually this pier is closed, which it is, and so this side's not as busy. So that means with this event going on, all these businesses are open, they're making money, so that is a great plus. The tram car is running during the Trump event. They're bringing people up and down the boardwalk, and the car show's going on, so.
Watch the tram car, please.
Boardwalk got busy real quickly and packed. We're continuing down the boardwalk. See this massive Trump flag here. Probably one of the biggest I think I've ever seen. It is great to see all these people up here because usually Mother's Day weekend there's a lot of people on the boardwalk, but usually this pier down here is closed, and so these shops aren't all fully open, and they are. They're open at least a weekend or two early, so that means that they're making more money. So that is a plus. And they're all selling Trump stuff. All different kind of things too, Wildwood themed as well. I'm sorry. So if we go through here, I'll show you. This is like the doo-wop diner sign they made into Make America Great Again. This is the welcome sign. The tram car, we got Van Drew as the tram car and Trump as the train. And here's Trump riding the tram car. So you got different stuff like that. And of course they have hats and things as well with all the logos. We're gonna continue down the boardwalk heading towards Spencer Avenue. I wanna give you guys a good shot of what things look like from the other main entrance. Because the one that I went to back over here, that is for VIPs and for press. And so the main entrance is over here at Spencer Avenue. And this is the main entrance right here at Spencer Avenue. There's not really a line to get down there because the big line is all the way down on the beach. You can see this is the line on the beach, and it goes down all the way to here. Yeah, that's a lot of people.
See you later. Be careful. You need me, call me.
Another person's also asking, how many people? I don't know, but I'll go really slow for you. So if you want to count, go right ahead. But the wind is starting to pick up just a little bit.
Which is like, I mean, away, everything's like, at least seemingly.
I just want to add a few things in here. First is, I'm finding out that you don't need a ticket. So if you came down for the day, everyone up front is saying, you go right in, you don't need a ticket. So the ticket thing was kind of like I guess maybe just something that you just wanted to do just to guess how many people would be coming. But while we're here, you see Spencer Avenue has all of these kind of ramps on here, so you cannot physically drive on the boardwalk. They did that because they do have the classic car show up here, and they don't want anyone kind of driving up and down the boardwalk. And on this side, there's a lot more Trump merchandise, which kind of goes down all the way down the boardwalk towards the convention center. You can kind of see more flags heading down that way. We have signs like this up on the boardwalk, which I know is hard to read. It says no loitering, and then it says 2024 Trump rally, restricted area ahead. I just want to add it again that usually this side of the boardwalk is dead this weekend, and so it's kind of really nice to see this side really packed, and businesses luckily are hopefully capitalizing on this. And here's another world famous tram car making its way down the boardwalk. One other thing I just want to add before I head inside and share with you the big crowd in there is it's really cool to see the big networks here, NBC, CBS, Fox News, Telemundo, because while they're doing their interviews, a lot of them are saying to me, it is so beautiful here. We didn't realize how beautiful the Wildwoods are. It's so picturesque. They're like, one of the guys says to me, you guys have a whole Ferris wheel on the beach. I said, yeah. And so it's just really cool to see Wildwood get recognition from all these reporters who are saying, well, it is really beautiful here. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our way inside. We shared with you what it looked like the other day, just kind of empty stanchions. And now, for the most part, a decent amount of that is full. You can see over here. The line kind of zigzags. So the very beginning of the line's over here, and then it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back this way, and then the ending of the line somewhere in that far corner, sort of by where the Great White is. And you can see the line, it's pretty deep from this angle. I'll make my way to the other side for you as well. And they just started letting people in as of about 15 minutes ago. So the line really hasn't truly been moving yet. They said don't bring chairs and things like that, and some people did. If you don't pick them up at the end, they're going to be thrown away. My suggestion is always to bring them back to your car before going inside, because you don't want to spend money on that stuff and then have it just kind of thrown away. But you can see how the line is going. It is a deep, deep line. And crews are out here right now picking up all the trash. They're doing a great job too. This line over here is ADA. And now this line looks like it's moving just a little. And we're coming up to the front of the lines, and here are those chairs I was telling you about. If you don't pick up your chairs, unfortunately, they will be thrown away. But this is now the front of the line, people who have been waiting. They slept out here overnight, right here in front of me. And now, once again, they're slowly allowing everyone to get in. When it comes to the atmosphere, there's a lot of chants going on. Tons of chants. It's a very good atmosphere on the beach at the moment. A lot of American flags. And right here, this is security. They're telling people what they can and can't bring in. And right here is where you go through security before you finally get in. And on the right-hand side, that'll be your food. And then there's merchandise on the left over here. When it comes to weather, a lot of people were concerned about today. It is currently 56 degrees out, and the winds every once in a while hit you at like 10 miles per hour. We're expected for that to go up to about 15 around 5 o'clock. And so everyone's out here either in like long sleeves or they have jackets with them so that they're ready to go in case if it gets a little cold. But I do have to say they did expect some kind of rain, but luckily, I mean, we've got mostly sun. They have a police officer on horse. I don't think I've ever seen that down here. I don't know what part or where in Cape May County he's from, but that is really cool. And everyone out there is loving it. They're actually cheering him on. I know you can't hear right now. It's pretty neat. And the city's doing a fantastic job cleaning up all the trash out here. All these chairs are gonna be thrown away by the time this event's done if they don't get picked up by a certain time. But the city is on top of everything. We are officially inside. You can see how much space is in here. A lot of people are wondering, hey, is there gonna be enough room? Yes, there's gonna be plenty of room. How many people do I think are inside already? Well, it's hard to tell from this angle because on this side and that side of the press box, there are a lot of people in there. So, but here's a quick little tour. On the left-hand side, right over here, you have the bathrooms. Heading over to the right, you'll see all the vendors for food. And then this over here was the Secret Service entryway where you have to go through security. So here's a quick little tour for you. I know it's a little bit loud, but this is the stage area on the other side of this press booth. There are two viewing areas, one on the left and one on the right. If you didn't get a spot here early, it's gonna be very hard to see President Trump because he's gonna be straight ahead there. So, oh, kind of get it out of the way for you. He's gonna be right there. So those were the best standing positions. You will get a view here, but there'll be a lot of people in front of you. But let me turn you around to show you again what everything looks like. We have vendors on the left-hand side. Still have everything you see at different fairs, like a Barefoot Country Music Festival. Sort of the same thing. There's a decent amount of lines because you can't bring in any food or drink. And believe you me, they've been making people pour things out and having people remove their chairs. Straight ahead, that was the main entrance we came through with Secret Service. And over here, those are the bathrooms. And now I'm not gonna lie to you, it's starting to get a little cold on the beach. So if you didn't bring a jacket, like there's a few people out here in short sleeves and shorts, it's gonna get cold very, very quickly. And the beach is starting to fill up, but everyone's coming in and going as close in front as possible. There's only two Jumbotrons, one here and one there. I think a lot of people expect it to be more like last time, but from this far away, you can still kind of see them, so you should be fine. It is now 3 o'clock, and I just wanted to give you a little tour of the stage area. This behind me is actually all the seated areas, right over here, and then Donald Trump, of course, will be standing, hard to see, but right there, that is the podium and the stage. He's not expected for another 2 hours, and they said that some people were going to speak around 2, but there hasn't really been anything yet except for God Bless America. And now people are just getting to their seats, and people are still trying to get through security, and before you know it, it's going to be underway. Just a pan over for you. pan over to the audience as well.
Jersey history. We may break 100,000 people tonight, and with that, we ask you to direct your attention to the skies for the return of Jump Force 1 to the great.
Through the night, still our friend was still there.
Else I'd rather be this beautiful evening. It is a nice one, right? And right here at the Jersey Shore, the world famous Wildwood Boardwalk, great place, with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. As you can see today, we're expanding the electoral. Never eat before you perform. I said, I'm not performing, I'm a politician, if you can believe it. I hate to be called a politician. I like I'm a businessman much better, but I guess I'm a politician. Get it? They need to do that in order to win because they've done nothing else. They have a bad everything. Everything about them. Think of one thing that's better. That's not Christie. You know Chris Christie. Does anybody like Chris Christie? Biden's poisonous, and now I'm going to die.
Going to just
Shut up!
directions and we're,
Silly woman.
We're gonna film that.
That's our
Different angle for you.
right? That's all.
He
Never
is
been a
still
judge that's
speaking.
more conflicted.
Decent amount
Why
of
are you
people
looking at?
are
Why
just
doesn't
kind
the
of
fake
leaving.
news media look at? This is all being
see how
done
many people are
by
headed
crooked
out.
Joe Biden. As
all
a
this
top
space has opened
scholar,
up.
great legal.
So I interviewed a few people, and like you said, the crowds were all the way back to here, but everyone's just heading out. I'm thinking it's because it got really cold. For those who don't know, it is freezing right now. Oh, now he's officially done, and now everyone is heading out of here, all together as a group. And before I get off the beach, a lot of people are, once again, leaving. I mean, they're all just starting to leave now. And a lot of people are asking about the chairs. Well, I will tell you, there are some chairs on here now, but I've been seeing a lot of people come over here, grab their chairs, and leave. So these are the chairs, and yes, people are grabbing their stuff and are heading out. And you can see the crowds right now leaving the beach. And here is everyone heading out. A lot of cheering is going on right now. And we're making our way this way. Looks like there's some merchandise down here. And the boardwalk looks like it's starting to get packed with everyone's on the beach. Here you can see everyone getting off the beach and heading out. There's still a decent amount of folks over there, but they're all heading out and heading onto the boardwalk. Some folks like rip down the fence to kind of get a peek. But it's actually fun at it. I didn't notice that. But we're heading north on the boardwalk. And that's something you don't see every day on the boardwalk. Am I right? So there you guys go. That was my coverage of Donald Trump's rally here on the beach in Wildwood. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. And I just want to add in one thing. I know there's a lot of nasty comments on Facebook and on Instagram, a couple other things of why are you even broadcasting this stuff? Why are you putting this stuff online? I am very unbiased when it comes to stuff. The same thing that I did the last time Trump came to town. I'm videotaping this. We are the Wildwood Video Archive. We videotape everything, we archive it for history, so that generations down the line can have photos and videos showcasing what exactly happened and how it happened. Regardless if you support the candidate or you support another candidate, it's always good to see and archive a history that is taking place. It's not every day that a president or a former president comes to the Wildwood, so it is a very big deal. And I wanted to make sure that this history is preserved for, once again, generations to come. Now, I brought my camera with me, so we got a lot of really cool HD photos, which I'll show you in a second. But I really want to thank you for joining me here on YouTube. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. We are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, and we're less than 9,000 away, I believe, at this point. I don't know, I haven't looked at the number all day. But I do want to send a special thank you out to my patrons. Those of them that I can
on a Saturday, spent 8 hours doing all this stuff. So if you want to support this channel and have your name at the end of the video, all you have to do is click the links. So if you want to go ahead and become a part for a patron, all you have to do. But if you want to support this channel and have your name at the end of the video, all you have to do is click the links in the description below. And here are the photos that I took during the entire rally. Enjoy.
Cool.